But girls, how you doing? Yeah. First of all, a thought. We lost Queen, the Queen. Only one Queen, and you don't need to be British to feel. I woke up at 2 a.m. and I cried. She was an amazing woman. It's a very sad day for many people, so I'm gonna commit myself to the video. She was still very difficult to say, she was a very committed lady. So I'm going to show commitment and do a pick a card, but it's going to be a short version today. I'm sure you understand. Okay, so just wanted to have a thought for an amazing woman, someone who shows so much dignity regardless what happened in her life. So much more than we need to say, but anyhow, so today is going to be a pick a card, and it's going to be what you need to know. Probably need to know that life is short, right? Okay, so let's go to pause. We're not going to develop, and we're going to have a major arcana. Keep it simple today, if that's okay with you, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Pile number 1, what do you need to know? Well, the Tower. 6 of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune. Well, some things happen dramatically, indeed. Even when sometimes you think you expect them, it's always a surprise. Excuse me. It's always a shock to the system, regardless, right? But yeah, something what you need to know is things can happen at any time if you think it might be a bit fragile. So you need to also rebuild, and you need also, there's an idea to balance yourself, to balance relationship maybe with others, maybe also an idea of a job that will treat you with respect you deserve, to equally receive and equally giving is very important. It's about love, it's about self-love maybe as well. Maybe remove yourself to situation that are imbalanced, realize you cannot carry on like this, and you need to find that inner peace. Okay, there is an idea of natural flow of life, cycle of life. The Wheel of Fortune is coming out a lot at the moment. There's a lot of new chapter happening in people's life, regardless of the status of anyone out there. And yes, let's embrace it. Sometimes, yes, when you fall in the water, you want to react straight away. Maybe just relax and go with the flow. Embrace what is happening. Embrace the emotions. Don't try to hold them back. Sometimes they just have to get out. They just have to, be expressed. Simple like that. Okay, so let's have a major arcana here. On what do you need to know? Okay, the Chariot. Yeah, it's about movement forward. Excuse me. It's about carry on. It's about someone moving toward you. It's also you moving forward in your life, realizing what is important in life and what is not. It's very important in this kind of times, any times anyway. Right, so that was pile number 1. Pile number 2, what you need to know. For once, the High Priestess, the world. Oh my goodness, this is powerful as well. Very much, where do I start? Knowing what's coming next, recognizing maybe before other people, but it doesn't really matter. You just have to sit on it sometime and wait for the people to realize themselves. Particularly if you are in a kind of very strong connection, and I don't particularly like the terminology of twin flame, but a very powerful relationship where your soul needs to grow. It's meant to happen, and you don't grow being comfortable. You grow being uncomfortable, and that's the thing. Sometimes you have to wait for the other person who mirror you. As you can see, it's mirroring here. You have to wait for that person to catch up. You may know the end of the movie, but that person have to watch your own movie in order to get the message, and that's all right. There's no judgment. Sometimes we are where we're supposed to be at the end of the day, but sometimes it takes longer for some people than for others. At the end of the day, there is an idea of traveling. There is an idea of new cycle of life, something kind of consistent in the reading today, but also go back to the core of who you are. Very often I feel this card is very much like the fetus in the womb, go back to the core issues, go back to you and your truth, and seeing how you can grow as a person. And then when you're ready to go out of that cocoon in some ways, then you can travel to the next stage in your life. All right, so let's have a major arcana for pile number 2. What do you need to know? Let's have a look. Yeah, the Empress is all about becoming a male, female doesn't matter, becoming that arbor when you kind of wait in some ways, very much with like the High Priestess. You kind of know what's happening, but you just have to wait for people to catch up. You are the arbor and you wait for the boat to come in. You don't go to the boat come to the arbor. So the Empress is an idea of building your strengths, your anchor, and going through the storms of life, going through a lot of different episodes of your life, but grounding yourself, remain grounded no matter what. Okay, so that's a message maybe for today altogether. On this note, have a beautiful day and I'll see you tomorrow.